That was the first turnover of the year for OU's offense. So that first unit hasn't turned the ball over, playing super clean. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter.
It comes to mind when you start thinking about this. You're right, it's not the players, but everybody's got families to take care of. Their future is completely unknown. I relate it back to when I was at Notre Dame and Lou Holtz retired.
It was an unspoken total buy-in when we heard his name. He loves us. He appreciates us. He expects 150% from us. And it didn't take long.
And it's because they're finally asking him to do it.
He's always been confident, he told us. That little swing pass to Walker is good. And he'll be about 2 yards shy of the first down. Out to the 27, Jacob Wahlberg.
He's not a joy to tackle.
Walker again going over the left side for the first down. Out to the 32, maybe the 33. Walker the setback. And he'll take it right over that left tackle spot again, following Nelson.
Defense, and then find his way into the middle of the cavity. And
Walker this time tries the right side. Tawee Walker, the Oklahoma transfer of the setback. And he'll tote it ahead for the first down. Out to the 28-yard line. And Van Dyke, 7,469 at Wisconsin from Miami coming in. There's Walker. Ahead to the 35-yard line, and we've reached that 2-minute timeout. And for the benefit, as they say, a non-denominational good time. Walker. Tawee Walker beyond the 40 to the 42-yard line. Air raid offense so far. And a lot of this, a lot of Tawee Walker too.
And Tim, a lot of it is because when you go to
oh, my guy's back to the trucker, cringing. Here's Walker, Tawee Walker, out to the 36-yard line. Badgers now go from their own 30 to Western Michigan's 20 on one punt. Side out. 3rd down and 2 for the Badgers. Walker. First and goal. Walker. That wasn't easy, but it's a touchdown. Woo! Tawee Walker.
We've seen quickness from Malusi.
Walker. Well, you watch him run. Now, I know Oklahoma's got a bevy of backs.
37 for the Badgers. Tawee Walker in the game. They'll give it to him straight ahead, looking for the first, and he has it. Plus some. Crosses the 40-yard line. Up there, not going to do it. Lock. High snap. Hand off. They'll run it and pick up a first down.
That's fine, and maybe all those.
Lock. Hands it off. Walker gets through the hole.
Good run.
Brings some people with him. Crossing the 20 up to the 24. Tim Smith. Walker. And that should take us to the end of the first half.
We'll take another look here in a second, or maybe we won't have time. Wisconsin might score instead, and they do. Touchdown, Tawee Walker. It seems to be working.
It seems to be working very well.
Second mark with your quarterback. He said, by the time I call the play and he runs the play, I call it the twilight zone. And what's going to happen, we'll see. In this case, Tawee Walker. They can get a first down at the 3. They're 4 yards away from the end zone. And they've got the 4 yards for the touchdown. Tawee Walker.
That veteran offensive line. Phil Longo to go to North Carolina, but Mike Leach got him to go to Mississippi State.
Thus the air raid connection. And now on the ground, good run.
Let's put it this way. Mike Leach does not recruit quarterbacks.
He's just trying to throw it to the sideline. And now back to the ground. Walker, who's getting a lot of time. Wisconsin can do now to get back in this thing with 8 minutes and change to go. And they bounce it outside on the run. And it's Tawee Walker, and he's got a first down.
Even though there's only 8 minutes to go in the game, I think the Wisconsin cannot at least go all pass. They have to continue to remember that they're Wisconsin. They're going to
everywhere across the field. And then Kadron Jenkins was their edge rusher last year. Now they moved him off the ball. He plays a little bit everywhere. Their best guy down in the box.
We haven't seen Dupree yet. We see the first carry for the transfer from Oklahoma, Tawee Walker. Will Helt brought him down after a 9-yard gain. First down, the first one of the game for the Badgers as Walker easily picks up.
Once again, beating themselves.
And here's a running play, and just like last week, they score on the first play after the fumbled punt was recovered. Falls on it, Tawee Walker runs it in from 12 yards out. Badgers up 7-0. Last week, led 21-10 at the half, lost 38-21.
You know, they're
going tempo. That was for 12 yards to Henry. Will Helt with a play on the run by Tawee Walker down to the field of Brooke Fletcher. Slide edge for Wisconsin in total yards. 8-point edge on the scoreboard. Tawee Walker is wrestled down.
a chance to stay undefeated going into their bye week, too.
Riley Nowakowski was in motion on the last play before the 2-minute timeout. Dylan Thieneman a tackle. This is 3rd and 1. A big play out of the 2-minute timeout. And they will run the ball. Tawee Walker picks up the first down.
No disguise. It's one-on-one, man-to-man.
Certainly in Vacos' field goal range now. And again, another play where Walker is using his hand to brace himself. And they've got to get up to the line. What will they do? Clock is running. Walker is running. Walker is scoring.
Allen Green and then Tawee Walker.
Also 2 pass breakups on the day. After all of that, a do-over on 2nd down and 9. And banging forward, Walker. A string of scoring on the first drive of 3 straight games ended for Wisconsin today, but they've been scoring a bunch since. Tawee Walker, he may score again. Touchdown number 3 for number 3.
Times the day. It's all about tackling, man, and he's 5'9", which means his center of gravity is low. Big, thick legs. Breaks a few tackles, makes Thieneman miss.
But you have to do it consistently to say that's who we are.
Walker gets the carry behind that big offensive line, still turning those legs near the 20-yard line. Handoff up the middle. Walker kicks it to the outside. It's a first down for the Badgers.
Tawee Walker made the play.
Transfer in Oklahoma gets another one. Stays on his feet and gets to the 30-yard line. 52, 69, and 25.
I was blown away by your poetry. Unlocked.
Oh, what a run on that first down play by Tawee Walker. It was a little punny for me.
You had from one Fletcher to another earlier.
It's only the first quarter, bud. Walker across the 30-yard line for a first down. Fist bump there at the end, maybe a good sign. Walker gets it again. A big chunk on first down for Tawee Walker. Heavy workload for him, and a guy that gets going, the more he's used.
He's doing a great job of pressing the hole. It's an inside zone.
Officials allowing the substitution. Man coming on late. Handoff. Walker just methodically making his way across the 30-yard line. Here we go. 4th and 1. Walker gets it. Touchdown, Badgers. Had 3 scores last week.
Walker gets the touchdown, but that whole drive was on Phil Longo. Winning. I expect them to take a shot here early on this drive.
Walker gets the carry. He's across midfield, spinning his way near the 40. Handoff to Walker, sees a gap. He's across the 20-yard line, 3rd and manageable for the Badgers. Now a potential 2-for-1 deal for Wisconsin. They'll get the ball coming out of halftime. Handoff on first down. Walker, the big hole, gets across the 15. from the Rose Bowl on the Big Ten Network. Third down, handoff. Walker slips his way past the 20 and a first down for Wisconsin.
Let's see the philosophy here early in the second half.
No Will Pauling on the field to start this second half as Walker tries to slip a tackle, gets out of the grasp of one, and then brought down by Moses Walker on the backside.
Understand their frustration here, but you got to take that up with Wisconsin's defense.
Walker cuts through a wide open hole. Tawee Walker over 100 yards in the ball game. Tripped up by Bo Masco and a huge gain of 33 on first down for Wisconsin.
Man, really nice job up front and follow the Polars. Follow.
Power I formation. Handoff. Walker, left side, walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Once again, number 56, Joe Brunner. There he is. Left guard, watch him lead the way, pulling around the mountain. Pow! Oh my gosh, snap the neck back, baby. That's football. That's Big Ten football. Getting into goal line formation. I'm telling you, they're showing their versatility here. The air raid system getting down in goal.
And that could mean a lot of running. Could mean some short intermediate passing. Walker over the left side, got a flag coming in. 3rd and 13, he got 16. Now handed off. Walker right up the gut. Tawee Walker. Another 3-score game for the Badger.
Look at the right tackle here. Watch him, number 71, Riley Malman. Bam! You leave the defensive end unblocked and you work the read option with Braden Locke and 71, Riley Malman.
Bowling ball, but it's been the big fellas up front that have been creating movement and protecting Braden Locke in the pass game.
Walker gets the carry. He's got a first down and out to the 30-yard line. Tawee Walker with 3 touchdowns in back-to-back weeks. Had a sack and a forced fumble. Handoff. Walker trying to find space, not much of it, and an ankle tackle, and able to hang on for a very short gain. Walker gets it again. Big hole up the middle, upended for a first down. Nice tackle by Fitzgerald to prevent any more damage on a good run from Tawee Walker, a gain of 7. With their offensive group. Again to the outside, Walker catches the fastball across the 40-yard line, and it's going to bring 3rd and 4. Senior wide out, 3rd and short for Wisconsin. Handoff, Walker, all kinds of space. Walker up the gut. Walker ankle tackled to save a touchdown. Huge gain for Tawee Walker as Damon Walters with a touchdown-saving ankle grab.
And just look at the interior. Watch the interior of this Badgers offensive line. This is Wisconsin football. Look at.
No Xander Mueller on the field. Walker gets the carry, tries to slither his way forward. He'll get a first down. 1st and goal, Wisconsin. Got to have time to operate. That was a slow developing play on that big pass to Vinny Anthony. Tawee Walker slips a tackle. He's across the 50-yard line and carrying tacklers with him into Wildcat territory. After that second possession interception, it's been really good. Walker gets it. Able to get through to the 30-yard line. 3rd down and 5. Just hope we were pushing record on this game so my kids can go back and watch that. They did a great job. Tawee Walker slips through a tackle and is pushed forward for a first down for Wisconsin. From the 20-yard line following the turnover and punt. Walker gets it on first down, slithers his way through and across the 25-yard line. So much strength after that initial contact, Jake. Walker gets it again. Makes his way through and jumps forward for a first down for Wisconsin. That could have been a lot more.
Plays Michigan this afternoon in what's going to be a big game to shake up there the meat of the conference.
Walker trying to bounce it outside and gets positive yardage on 3rd down and 1, pushes the chains forward.
Drew Aller, their quarterback, really played the best game of his career too.
Tawee Walker inside the red zone, still pushing down to the 15-yard line. I think Tyler Warren is still in the ice bath after last week. Wisconsin's in the red zone again, under 9 to play. Tawee Walker gets the carry, bounces it to the outside, and brought down. A nice tackle.
Did we think that it was going to be Harry Potter? Either way, first down run. Walker, now he finds some space, and Walker's going to pick up 9. His team back to the defensive end after Wisconsin brought it down the field with a 4th down conversion and a long field goal. Tawee Walker will bring it across the 30.
Well, and their passing game is primarily RPOs off the run, so they have to get their run game going. And Walker with a little power right there.
Walker back on the field on 3rd down and 2 with both tight ends. Hand it to him. Walker up the middle, keeps the legs churning, gets the extra push, and he's got it. First down by a lot. Tawee Walker in this game, he's been averaging 25 plus over the last couple of games, and here he is on 2nd down and 2. Right through the middle, will pick up the first down. Nice finale to this first half of the Wisconsin offense.
Anthony on a new corner there.
Tawee Walker instead bounces away. Walker stays on his feet, dragging tacklers down to the 31.
But this is a nice run by Walker. Now, again, you want to use time, you want points. You've got all 3 timeouts. And a nice, powerful run that time by Walker coming out of the 2-minute timeout.
So Walker now up to 43 yards. So now to the 1, and it's 3rd and goal once again with Aker back in. This time they run it. Walker to the outside. Touchdown! Wisconsin cashes in and pulls in front.
Watch him, the lead block. He's actually going to get 2 blocks. They pull the guard, and they lead with the fullback. Watch Aker get 2 blocks. 2 guys taken care of, and an easy touchdown for Tawee Walker. Power football at the goal line. What a block.
Vanover in his place. Walker just trying to get something positive. That'll help as he was fending off. 3rd and 1. To the ground they go. Walker finally finds some space inside the red zone. The 7 touchdowns, but as mentioned, the 6 picks. They've also lost 7 fumbles on the year. And now the first touch for Tawee Walker is a good one, positive for 7 yards. And what he can bring with this group, they have excellent players at all 3 levels as Tawee Walker just navigates his way to midfield. Final 2 minutes of this first half for Braden Locke and this Wisconsin offense. Handoff. Walker, patient. Walker just continues to get a couple extra yards at the end of that run. We'll see how Locke in this offense responds for the Badgers. First down handoff, Tawee Walker, and that is a much better start on the ground as he'll get to the 30-yard line, and we'll send it to KT. Right back to the ground. Walker will surge forward for the first down.
And interestingly enough, the new offensive line coach for the Badgers, A.J. Blazik.
Safe to say Blaz, as they call him, knows about toughness here at Kinnick as both 7th play of the drive here, approaching a minute to play in the 3rd. Handoff this time for Walker. Patient run, gets back towards the middle and spun down at the 15. Oregon head coach through the first 37. He has been every bit of the shot of life that they hoped he would be, and the crowd rejoices.
To build that, and again, very intentional about it, and it sure shows.
Right back to Walker. This one is going to look to bounce to the outside and surveys through. Beautiful job by Walker. First down of the day for Wisconsin. Block 2 for 2 on this drive. Instead, they'll run it. Walker looking to get to the edge, and he does. Walker's got speed. Walker down the sideline. 1st and goal with a flag down.
Yeah, late flag. Down.
So it will be a fresh set of downs, but that's where the hold occurs right there on Muhammad. Walker with Aker leading the way. Now Walker's got some space to work with as he gets it inside the red zone. Locke is split out wide here on 1st down. Walker took the snap, kept it himself. Walker will dash forward towards midfield. Taking their time here. 1 timeout remaining for Wisconsin. Oregon has all 3. Walker patient and enough for the first down. Ashcraft, first catch of the day. Had that drop near the goal line, end of the first half. Handoff, Walker bounces away. Beautiful job, gets it to the outside across the 40. When you talked about the lack of sacks that they've given up, part of that is his reads and calling the right play.
A big part of that is.
Delayed handoff, and Walker will spin his way for the first down. And Locke has completed 9 of his last 15 passes. Walker, big hole, puts the head down and gains an extra yard to the first down marker. Walker, got it, first down.
Right, so it's serving multiple purposes.
Ashcraft in motion, another chunk gain. It's Walker, gets it across that 20 into the red zone.
How about the zip on that football too from Braden Locke? Go up the middle. Walker, good gain on first down. He's near the 15-yard line. Handoff right side, first down. Walker, and much more. Made a man miss inside the 25-yard line. Tawee Walker finally getting the legs going.
That was such a great job blocking. Look at Huber, look at Mauman, look at the center Renfro.
Handoff Walker. Got to the outside, push out of bounds, and he just shoved that defender. And Nebraska cashes in after a second missed field goal by Wisconsin. Walker pounded his way through. The ball is out. 3rd down and 2. You got 3 in the backfield. Handoff. Walker pushing his way forward. Now backpedaling his way inside the 35-yard line. Packed in tight. Walker squirts through, first down Wisconsin. They needed to have it. They blocked it well.
Lock this time out of the backfield. They're not going to get a lot out of this one. Although Walker's able to stay on his feet before he's knocked out of bounds. No, Huber has moved from his guard position to center. Renfro is out at center. Give the ball off to Walker, and Walker keeps his bearings. Gets up to the 39-yard line. Tip, what's going on with the offensive line? Walker's got blockers. And Walker spins inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. Parrish made the tackle right over the block of his right guard.
9 attempts for 14 yards before that carry.
Well, they'll run it again to Walker. This time he tries left, and he's down to the 10-yard line, so it's a gain of nearly 5.